What up, YouTubers? It's your boy NerdyRed23. How are y'all doing? It's the 3rd of October. I know this is a couple days late, but I'm gonna still show it. We're still in the month of October, so let's still talk about it. X to the Z, Xzibit has released his 4th album, Man vs. Machine, of October 1st, the year 2002. Happy 22 years to this album right here. Happy 22 years. 22nd anniversary. And this album will still be a classic forever. So, you definitely got special guests on here. And you definitely got hardcore bangers on this album too. So you got M.O.P, Eminem, Snoop, Nate Dogg, and Dr. Dre. Including Rick Rock and Bink, Rockwilder, and Erick Sermon, DJ Premier. They were also, Dre and Premier were the executive producer of the album. And it debuted at number 3 on the Billboard 200 with over 156,000 copies sold in its first week. And then the album was certified gold by the Recording Industry Association of America, and it was the last album released by Loud Records before the record label went defunct the same year. So you got hits like Release Date, Symphony In X Major, Multiply, that's with Nate Dogg, Break Yourself, Heart of Man, Harder featuring with the Golden State Project, and Paul. And then here's another funny one right here. It's called Choke Me, Spank Me, Former. Losin Your Mind featuring with Snoop. And then BK to LA featuring M.O.P. My Name featuring with Eminem and Nate Dogg. The Gambler featuring Anthony Hamilton. Missin U, Right On. BAN stands for BASSN. Featured with Eddie Griffin and Enemies. Really hardcore songs on this album, man. This is a really hardcore album right here. And as I mentioned, it debuted at number 1 on the Billboard. Number 3 actually. Number 3 at Billboard. It debuted at number 3 on the Billboard 200 and number 1 on the U.S. top R&B hip hop albums chart, selling at 156,000 copies of its first week of the release. The album spent a total of 19 weeks on the Billboard 200 chart of November 12th of 2002. The album was certified gold by the RIAA for sales over 500,000 copies, and it was certified shortly after a month of being released. And as of November of 2004, the album has sold 593,000 copies in the United States. And retrospective, Mitch Finley from Hot New Hip Hop said, once again, executive produced by Dr. Dre, who provide production on 2 tracks and mixing engineer credits on 7. Man vs. Machine emerged at the peak of, Xzibit's musical popularity. His work on Restless had ushered him from an acclaimed underground presence to a household name, an equal affiliate to Snoop, Dre, Eminem, State Project, group mates like Razcast, Saphir with Man vs. Machine. X continued to build on the foundation of its procedure element with a slight gaze toward a more futuristic aesthetic. Such qualities were largely realized by Rick Rock, who contributed production on tracks like Symphony In X Major and Break Yourself. He singled out songs like Multiply, the Dre produced songs, Losin Your Mind and Children Spank Me and Pull My Hair, BK to LA, My Name, and Harder as highlights. He also said, if there's anything keeping Man vs. Machine from unmitigated greatness, it might very well be the inconsistent hooks. Slight blemishes aside, X's 4th album is insanely listenable, crisply mixed and nostalgic reminder of a classic musical era. This album will still be hardcore, and it's still a classic, and I'm still listening to it by Xzibit, man. Xzibit is still a legend in my book forever. And I'll show y'all the LP. Check this out. super dope. I got it at I was at a beat swap meet in Fullerton, California. They had different vendors of people selling records, and I saw that Xzibit record, and this guy was selling all kinds of rap and hip hop records, man. He was selling all kinds of stuff. And that's where I got my Ice Cube Death Certificate album. His Death Certificate album, and I got it there, including ignore the glitch, just don't even bother with it. Just definitely do not bother with that. That's where I got my Ice Cube album, and of course I got this album, Xzibit's Man vs. Machine. Can't wait to bump this on my turntable. It's still a banger forever. If you love West Coast rap, man, hip-hop, you definitely got to have Xzibit stuff in your collection. I just only have his 4th album. I just hope I could get the rest of his discography, all his records, and I'll definitely show it on my channel. But this is a must to have in your collection. West Coast, you already know. What is your favorite song? What is your favorite song off the album? Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe and comment. Follow your boy Nerdy Red 23, and I'll definitely get back to y'all in the next video. Stay blessed and stay safe, y'all. If you definitely come across this record, get a hold of it and bump it on your turntables, y'all. This is a West Coast banger forever. Peace.